David's troublesome day. A few years ago, I had a really troublesome day. It was a Friday, and it had already been a hard, busy week. I usually get up at 6:10 a.m., but this time when I hit the snooze button at 6 o'clock, I didn't wake up until 6:34. I completely overslept. I quickly put my clothes on and I ran to the station. It was raining heavily, but there was a huge crowd of people trying to get on the train. I growled, if I were the train company boss, I would schedule more trains in the early morning. The train was very crowded and I was already 15 minutes late. Outside, the wind was blowing heavily too. When I finally got off the train, I thought to myself, if I had enough money, I would buy a car and not do this again. Oh well. I got to the school, grabbed my textbook, and went to the first class. Class 3D. These students were always noisy. If they were serious about life, they would try harder, but they often miss class and fail the course. Oh well, time to work. I survived the morning, but we had to have a meeting at lunchtime. During the meeting, the boss fell asleep. If I were the boss, I would not fall asleep in a meeting. It made me angry, but nobody said anything because he was the boss. The weather was getting worse. By the fourth period, there was a strong wind warning, and the fifth and sixth periods were cancelled. Some students complained, if I were the head teacher, I would cancel school earlier on days like this. The rain was so bad that the train, which ran by the coast, was also cancelled. The station was very crowded and nobody was able to get home. Many students were trying to take taxis. If I had a lot of money, maybe I would take a taxi, but I didn't. So I used my smartphone to reserve a seat on the highway bus heading to Osaka, waited for about 2 hours, and then went home on the highway bus. I returned home at 9:30 p.m. If I were able to time travel, I would go back in time and sleep in all day. What a troublesome day! Well done, and don't forget to practice the vocabulary. See you next time.